What a fantastic few days of sessions we've had. I learned a bunch of new things during these sessions, and I hope you did too. In the past, when we've run workshops in person, Sundar would normally host a trivia session to end on a fun note, but unfortunately he was unavailable, and so you've got me. I've prepared a number of questions for you and my colleagues, and I'm going to introduce each question and then play back my teammates' answers. While those are playing, you, the audience, will be able to respond by entering your answers to the right of this video stream. You'll then be able to view the leaderboard as we go along. Sound good? Let's get started. Alright, so our first question is multiple choice. How many characters does the longest string identifier have in the Google Ads API? Your options are 103, 77, 49, and 35. I'm going to give my colleagues a shot at answering this. While they do that, you can answer too by using the box to the right of the video stream.
Okay, how many characters does the longest string identifier have in the Google Ads API?
The longest, all right.
Are we talking about the resource names? I guess yes. So I guess I would go with 103.
Maybe 103 is an option then.
I would guess it's A. It's the longest one.
But that also seems too long, you know? Why do we need that much storage space for an ID? Maybe we do. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go with 77.
Nice job, Laura. You got that right. The longest string identifier in this case is a resource name that is 77 characters long, and that's current model attributed conversion from interactions value per interaction, or CMACVIFBI for short. For our next question, we're going to focus on our client libraries, specifically the examples. Which client library has the most lines of code in its examples directory? And in case we haven't said this often enough, we have client libraries in .NET, Java, Perl, PHP, Python, and Ruby. Go.
Which client library has the most lines of code in its example directory?
The most lines of code.
Ruby and Python are pretty similar, and I think those tend to be like the least wordy. Maybe that's my bias towards Python because I work on Python and I like it. So I want to say that it's the simplest.
So I think it's between .NET and Java.
Java, because Java's pretty verbose.
In terms of lines of code, I would go with Java.
So I thought Java was the most verbose too, but it actually turns out to be PHP. PHP has nearly 40,000 lines of code, and our most concise client library turns out to be Ruby. Nobody on my team, including me, got that right. Let's hope our managers aren't watching. Maybe we'll do better with the next question. How many resources are there? Possible answers include all positive integers such as 87, 117, and 127.
How many resources are there?
How many resources?
How many resources are there?
API resources, so type of resources, right?
87, 117, or 127.
Trying to think myself, and then I see the answers. But
if I picture the side of the documentation where we list all of the resources, but I don't know how many lines fit in a single window. 127.
That's right, there are 127 API resources. Tune into the Google Ads API v9 where there will be even more. Okay, so our next question actually has to do with a protocol used in the AdWords API. What does SOAP stand for? Possible answers are Sundar Optional Ads Platform, Standard Operating Application Protocol, Simple Object Access Protocol, Stateful Object Access Protocol, and So Often Answer Poorly. I'm going to go with So Often Answer Poorly. What's your answer?
What does SOAP stand for?
So let's see, Sundar Optional Ads Platform, definitely not this one.
Certainly not the Sundar one.
It's not Sundar because it predates him.
Simple Object Access Protocol sounds kind of good. Stateful Object Access Protocol can be good as well, but stateful, not so sure.
It's standard, simple, stateful.
I think it's the simple object. What's the A again for the option?
So often answered poorly. Well, the practical answer is so often answered poorly.
So often answer poorly. So yeah, definitely not this one.
The actual answer is Simple Object Access Protocol.
So I will go with the Simple Object Access Protocol.
That's right. The answer is... sorry, excuse me, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Oh, Sundar? What do you mean it should be Sundar Mandatory Ads Platform? No, Sundar, I'm pretty sure it's Simple Object Access Protocol. Wait, I thought you said you were busy and couldn't host trivia. He hung up. Well, anyway, I think our whole team, Sundar excluded, got that answer right. It's Simple Object Access Protocol. So our next question is an open-ended question. What does HTTP status code 418 stand for?
What is HTTP status code 418?
418?
I have no idea what HTTP status code 418 is.
I don't think I've seen that one before.
So for something should be authentication or access, something like that. Or...
Because we all know 404 is like a resource not found, right?
It's not going to be, it's going to be something like a permissions code or something like that. It's going to be some kind of, like you responded, like I know who you are, I know what you're trying to do, but I'm not going to let you do it kind of thing.
So 418, I would guess, is some type of error as well.
No human is available to answer your question right now.
Wow, it's like none of my teammates have memorized the RFC. HTTP status code 418 is actually I'm a teapot. Now for a follow-up question, under what conditions will the Google Ads REST API return 418? Okay, my bad. I guess we don't actually have that question lined up. And actually, it looks like we've hit our next section, which is sound-alikes. So in this section, there will only be open-ended questions. For each question, a group of words will appear, and when you say these words together, they'll sound like something. Your job is to guess what that something is. Let's start with an example. So what do you think this says?
Google Hands. So it's Google Hands, Hads, Google Hads. It's Google, the first part is Google, obviously. Hads.
Google Ads? What's that?
Q? Is that a W? Google Hads?
I don't know what Hads, Google Hads, Google Ads. Oh, Google Ads.
Google Ads. Is that it?
Google Ads. Gotcha.
Well, this one will be Google Ads, right?
My team seems to think that Google Ads is Google Ads. This is a good guess, but it's actually AdWords. Maybe you'll do better next round.
Oh man, that's a long one.
Reck
Haitians, hurvice.
Haitians, hurvice.
Haitian hurvice.
Reck Ahmed Haitians hurvice?
Recommend Haitians hurvice.
Recommend.
Recommended.
Recommend Haitians. Oh,
Wow.
recommend.
Right.
I'm just thinking about the services in my mind.
Recommended.
Oh, recommendations.
Recommendation service.
Haitians hurvice.
Recommend. Oh, I see it now. It's recommendation service.
Recommendation service.
Recommendation service. This is actually one of the new features in the Google Ads API. To learn more, rewind and watch all of the workshops again. I'll wait. We don't have time for that? On to the next round.
Hotel
Performance.
Hotel performance.
View.
Oh, view. Yeah.
View.
Oh, okay. Hotel performance view.
Hotel performance view.
Hotel performance view.
Hotel performance view. Great job, team. Sundar would be very proud. So let's make this a little more difficult. Hope you're ready.
Are we ready?
Geotarg.
Geotarg it.
Geotarg add content.
Geot or geot?
Geotarg. Geotarg et constance.
Geotarg get
Geo-targeting.
Geo-target. Constant.
Geo-target.
Geotard et constant. Oh, constant at the end.
Geo-target antent. Geo-target constant. Geo-target constant. Geo-target constant.
Oh, it's a geo-target constant.
Geo-target constant.
I'm getting better, right?
Much better, yeah. Geo-target constant. But I think this is still not quite hard enough, so how about you try this one on?
Paedo?
Paedo.
Pedogod.
Paedo. Pedu.
Pedagogical.
Pedaganic.
Ganic sur chturm vu?
Pedaganic sur chturm vu.
Pedaganic sur chturm.
Pedagonic sur.
Pedagonic.
Pedagonic searcher.
Second part should be search term view. Term view.
I should know just by knowing that it ends in search term view.
Something about search. Pedagonic search term view. What's pedagonic?
Paid organic. Yes.
Yeah, organic. Oh, yeah.
Paid organic.
Oh yeah.
Pulling that from my marketing tech days.
Oh, this is a difficult one. Yeah.
I told you it'd be more difficult. Okay, let's try one last sound alike.
Okay, hoff, lion, who, sir, de, tachub.
Hoffline, who sur de tachub.
Who sur de tachub. Tachub.
Or tachub, it could be a silent H.
Hoff lion, who sur de tachub.
Who, sir, de, tachub.
The hoff is tough. I don't know why.
Hoff lion sounds like offline.
Right. Offline.
Who, sir, de, tachub.
Hoff lion who? Hoff lion who sur de tachub.
Offline. It's not a user, right?
Oh, the chub and job is really tough.
Who, sir, de, tachub.
Oh, offline.
Tachub. Hoff lion nu.
Something like a job. Offline user did job. Nice. High five.
Darn it! I should have known that.
Well, I'm super glad you were all able to join us to play Google Ads API Trivia. Remember to check out the leaderboard to the right. Thanks for playing.